Good morning, everyone. How is everyone today? I hope good. Welcome to our Monday episode of our 90-day challenge. An exciting journey of knowledge and growth as we embark on a series of go lives on several captivating subjects. Over the next 90 days, we invite you to join us to expand your knowledge and challenge your limits and maybe even ignite your passion for trying something new. In this series, we will delve into an array of topics to educate and inspire you. Together, we will explore health and well-being, inspiration, utilizing the online space, expert business knowledge, and gardening, exploring all aspects of each subject. Please let us know your thoughts, ask questions, comment, react. Let us know where you're watching from, whether you're watching the live or the replay. We just love to hear from you. Okay, here we go. We're all ready to go. Today's presenters are Pam and Elena, and their subject is health and well-being, and today's topic is sleep. Okay, ladies, take it away.
Good morning, everyone. And thank you for having us here this morning. It's nice to see you all. Yeah, look at this one here. I don't look like that. Sleep is a wonderful thing, and that's what we're going to be diving into today. But as we all know, sleep is a big topic. So we're not going to be covering everything today. We're just going to be touching on it because we have a 90-day challenge. So we have to bring forward some of the topic, right? But we're open to any suggestions or any questions anybody might have. We might not be able to answer you, but we can find answers or we can help you the best way we can. This is only our opinion. And some of the things that we have brought forward, we have searched it out and like from some of the health web pages and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So it's just a lot of it is our opinion, but it's a good topic. And I know myself when I go to sleep at night, I think, thank you, God, for giving me a comfortable bed. Because we all need different amounts of sleep, ranging from infants. We all know how much sleep infants need. Infants sleep, they're sleeping all the time, like they need 12 to 18 hours of sleep, infants. And then there's toddlers. As we get older, we need lesser sleep. Preschoolers need 11 to 13 hours of sleep. And 11-year-old kids need like 10 hours sleep. Teenagers, we say, oh, they struck teenage years. Well, you know what? Teenagers go to sleep later, so they got a tendency of sleeping in later. And they'll say, oh, yeah, like he's a teenager now, he'll sleep all day, but they don't go to sleep very early like we would expect them to. So, and then we get to the adult stage. And we say that adults need anywhere from 7 to 9 hours of sleep. That is to have a proper development and to carry out your daily healthy things in life. But we don't all get that amount of sleep, right? And sometimes people get their circadian rhythm is different than everybody else's. And that's our 24-hour cycle that regulates our sleep with light and dark. Okay, Elena?
That's right. We need our sleep. You can hear me, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not sure here from Jamaica here. Yes, we do need our rest, and there are many ways that we can help that by using the white light. Sometimes it takes a while for us to get comfortable or to get to sleep. And the first thing is, maybe I should say that we should get unplugged with our devices. Like our cell phones, our TVs, our tablets, or whatever device it is. That would be the first thing. They say that you shouldn't be using your devices at least an hour before you get. But the other thing is that would help you is, like I said, you can use the white light, soft music, make a plan of what your day is going to be like tomorrow. And that helps to even ease your sleep as well, because your mind is more rested before you get to bed. Your mind isn't racing, sorry. isn't racing while you're trying to fall asleep. So that if you have it all planned out before you go to sleep, it kind of helps that as well too. Another thing that I found is on your phones, for most of us with our smartphones, there is what is called a sleep um, device, or like your alarm. If you look at it, you can set it for 7 hours, and it'll tell you, it's like a dial. It'll tell you, let's say you go to bed at 10 o'clock and you want 7 hours, and then it'll calculate 7 hours, and it'll wake you up, and it'll wake you up softly rather than waking up to an alarming alarm. Some of us might have it set up as soft music, but sometimes that doesn't help us to wake up, and we keep hitting the snooze button. So that's another thing. If you're finding that you're always hitting the snooze button, that means you're just not getting enough sleep, and your mind isn't relaxed in the things that you need to do. So that's our thoughts for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please comment. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Elena and Pam. That was great. What'd you think? I'm going to take this out just 1 second here. Now we're going to go to hear other people's thoughts. What did you think, Jesse? You're on mute, Jesse.
Thank you, Krista. Thank you, Pam and Elena, for bringing out this topic. I think it's wonderful because as we age, sleep becomes deprived, and it's important that we remind ourselves the tools that we need in order for us to be able to get that relaxing sleep. And I'm glad that you brought that time clock alarm with the cell phone. I actually use that. If you have a Samsung cell phone, a smart one actually, they have that on it, and it's very helpful. So I use that, and it reminds me. Now the question is, do we actually pay attention to it? I think that's also another question, right? When you utilize it, are you actually applying it? But I think it's great. It's helpful that we're talking about sleep. We all need sleep, so we'll be able to function properly the next day. Thank you.
Thank you, Jesse. Okay, Darlene, what'd you think?
That's a topic that's, wow, I think worldwide. Sleep. It has such a range over a lifetime. And unfortunately, for so many, it's something that we don't or cannot get enough of for some reason or another. Myself definitely included. Many people have like sleep apnea, they call it, and no matter what you try, white light, soothing music, etc., doesn't seem to be anything you can do to help the sleeping process. Apparently, though, they do have machines to help, giving you the proper amount of air, I guess, to help with your breathing. And for some reason or other, I don't even remember this, but I got a letter in the mail from the hospital, and I have a sleeping test coming up next month, which I think it's a good thing, because I know myself that I was like, I would snore at night, and I was stopping breathing for a long length of time. And I know that my husband used to want to, shake me awake. And when I did wake up, like, I would be catching my breath to try to sleep. So I guess apparently I must have that. So I'm looking forward to that sleep test. And this is a topic close to my heart, and I want to know as much more of it as I possibly can. So thank you, Pam and Elena. I really appreciate all of this today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Darlene. Okay, Jose. Jose's picture's not showing this morning because she's out camping and she's in a tent and we can't hardly see her. So, so go ahead, Jose. Jose, if you're talking, you're on mute, so we can't hear you.
I am unmuted. Can you hear me? Yes, good. So good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. I'm coming in from Bon Cher Provincial Park in Ontario, Canada. We're just camping and it's still dark outside. So I love the topic of sleep because it does affect our daily routines and the level of patience we have with each other. And we think sometimes when we have less sleep, we're getting more done during the day, but it doesn't work that way. Our attention span, our focus is not the same. So I can't wait to see Darlene after her sleep test. If she gets a machine, man, she's gonna be like a genius. Anyway, I do have a machine, and so I definitely encourage you to continue to research that, and I hope you can really gain from it because I know I do. I even bring it camping with me, so that's how much better I feel. The other thing I wanted to mention is that sleep option on our phone. I will check that. I have a Samsung phone, so I'm going to check that because I think that's a great idea. And there was something else I was thinking. I didn't write anything down, so now I forgot already. See, if you don't sleep with a machine, no, just kidding. So yeah, so the amount of sleep too, it does definitely. We all vary on how much sleep we need. But again, the average adult definitely still needs 7 to 8 hours of sleep to be able to have a good functioning day. So thank you so much. Looking forward to many more of your presentations so that we can all live a little bit better. Thank you, ladies. You did a great job.
Okay, thank you, Jose. Okay, so my opinion on the sleep. Well, I'm a professional sleeper. I love to sleep. I get at least 8 hours a day because that's my healing time. Because if anybody knows me, I push myself to the limits all the time through the day, physically and mentally. So this weekend, for example, I was out doing lawn work. I was up stapling stuff to the ceiling because I needed a wire put around my house. And yeah, and I was fixing my bed because one of the legs got broken. So I was under my bed and lifted my bed. And so by the time I got to bed, it was like, oh, thank God for my bed. And thank you, universe, for healing me through these 8 hours of sleep. So I use it for my healing time. It heals me. And that's actually very true. That is your healing time. It rejuvenates you physically and emotionally. And I really know that to be true for myself. You just wake up feeling better. You feel like, I don't know, you're just ready to go, go for the day. And I usually use it as a healing time. I say that prayer to myself. Thank you for healing and rejuvenating myself. Thank you for these 8 hours. So I at least get 8 hours. Sometimes I get more, but I like to regenerate my body because it needs it, because I do so much to it. So it needs that regeneration. I also did some pre-recording of videos for my business this weekend. So I got a lot of stuff done this weekend. So I really needed that sleep, to get me going. And anyways, I hope everybody got something out of this presentation and received some awareness around this subject. We would love to hear any feedback. Like Darlene said, this is a subject that I'm sure anybody can relate to, whether you get a lot of sleep or don't get a lot of sleep. And some people don't need a lot of sleep. I know that my brother gets like 5 hours of sleep and he feels fine every night. So it just depends on the person. As business owners, we are doing this 90-day challenge to expand our own knowledge as well. It only adds to our personal and business growth. which is important to each one of us. If being in a positive growth mindset environment appeals to you, and if you are at all curious about what we do, send us a message, and it would be our pleasure to enlighten you on all the benefits of this journey. Sleep is an investment in the energy you need to be effective tomorrow. Tom Roth. So I'm signing off tomorrow. I just read tomorrow, so I'm signing off tomorrow. I'm signing off now, and I'll see everybody tomorrow morning.